welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I have something special for you. We're going to talk about Franklin's first
spectacular Juneteenth cultural celebration.
3-day event. Not 1 day, not 2 days, but 3-day event. First time in Franklin's history?
Yes.
We are making history. You are part of history.
That's right. Oh, wow. Sandra, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm Councilman Greg McLemore, a.k.a. Greg Mac, or so many names. I don't care what you call me, as long as you call me. But it's a pleasure to be here to talk about the spectacular Juneteenth cultural celebration. It's all free to the public. It will be happening June 17th, 18th, and 19th.
That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yes, because Monday is Juneteenth. So we want to wrap it up and give people a chance to make it back home to go to work Tuesday. Okay. So we're not going to have the action-packed day on Monday. Okay. But nevertheless, we'll have some special stuff on Monday as well. Okay. What would you like to know about the event?
Everything. Don't leave anything out. Okay. Because everybody's been asking, where's the schedule? Where's the schedule? What's happening? What's gonna be here? What's gonna be there? What's up?
I'll tell you all of that to the best of my ability. Okay. But first, let me give you a little background of the event. Okay. Franklin, as you know, you've been living here. It's a small city, and being on city council, I was trying to come up with ideas to think outside of the box, how the city can generate revenue without raising the taxes and electric fees by citizens, because they're just so high in Franklin.
The electric bill is another video, y'all, coming soon.
Yeah. And so again, trying to think out of the box, well, how can we get money into the city without it coming from our citizens? Right. Because we have a problem with poverty here in Franklin. And Franklin is 65% African American. So I thought, and I've done events in the past, and I said, well, if we can do some sort of an event, maybe we can attract people to come to the event. And it would generate revenue from taxes that we would be, from vendors would pay taxes, and we were gonna have parking. We could sell parking spaces, and we could sell parking spaces, vending fees, along with the taxes. So it wouldn't be coming directly from just the residents in form of taxes. So that's when I came up with, I'm like, well, what could we do that would bring the people here to Franklin? Because, I mean, we are so far, 45 minutes from Hampton Roads, and they got everything over there. Right. Then it dawned on me, Juneteenth was coming up, and I thought, I'm kind of a visionary, and when I grew up in New York, I learned about Nat Turner. And when I moved here to Franklin in the 70s, I was astonished that I was living right down the road from where everything happened with Nat Turner. Yeah. Well, as I did my research, I found that in 1831, there was no Franklin. This was actually Southampton County, where we're sitting now. This is the county where Nat Turner was born, where we sit. And I found out that not only Nat Turner was from here, but also Dred Scott, of the famous Dred Scott Supreme Court decision. And people that don't know him, a portion of the movie 12 Years a Slave was based on his story, how he escaped to a free, what he did, he escaped to a free state, and they went and got him. And the people there in that free state said, hold on, we don't believe in slavery here. But they arrested him, and the court, the people took it to court, and it went all the way up to the Supreme Court. And they determined him running away for his emancipation wasn't an excuse. He was property. He wasn't a human being. But that was a Supreme Court decision about emancipation, and Nat Turner was a freedom fighter for emancipation. Many people saw him as a killer, but we saw him as a man fighting to free the slaves, which is emancipation. Exactly. Juneteenth celebrates emancipation of slaves. Yes. So we had another slave that was famous that left here, was born here. His name was Anthony Gardner, and he went on to become the president of Liberia in Africa.
Oh, wow.
And then I found out we had another one from Southampton
What?
County. Who was named
County was busy.
Southampton County. Actually, Southampton County had more famous slaves than any other county in the United States.
Oh, wow.
Now, we had Frederick Douglass. He was from the Eastern Shore, Maryland, one county. Harriet Tubman was from a different county. So, and there's, of course, other famous slaves, but not so many from one place. To me, the two things clicked. Virginia is the, you could say, home of slavery, because the first slaves were dropped off in Virginia over at Fort Monroe, which was Fort Comfort at the time. Well, Virginia was the capital for the Confederacy. Virginia is where they signed the surrender of the Civil War. Virginia played a role as a colony in sending down, creating the slave laws that were passed on to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, all the way down. Virginia carried the banner and led the way. So if we're going to celebrate emancipation, why not do it in the place that started all of that?
Yes.
It really shows how America has come full circle, that we have a national holiday celebrating emancipation of the slaves. And if you had to pick a place in Virginia,
this is the place.
Why not where the largest rebellion or insurrection for emancipation took place with Nat Turner, right here in Southampton County. So the goal, when I took it to City Council, was for us to create a national tourist destination event.
Okay.
When you hear the name Mardi Gras, you think New Orleans. It's almost synonymous. Automatic.
Yes, automatic.
When you hear Daytona, you might think of the Daytona 500 or Daytona Beach Spring Break.
Exactly.
Myrtle Beach, the Bikers Week. But when you think Juneteenth, it kind of draws a blank.
Right.
Well, it's just been made a federal holiday 2 years ago.
Right.
Now, the truth is Juneteenth was first claimed in Galveston, Texas. However, even though they claimed it because that was one of the last places to find out that the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed freeing the slaves, it wasn't until 1865, because and the war was settled, that those people in Texas finally let their slaves go. But that's it. That's all Galveston had in regards to emancipation. We had Nat Turner.
Right.
We had Dred Scott. These people were fighting for emancipation. So to me, we have a foot in the game. We have a legitimate claim to Juneteenth.
Yeah.
With that said, to create a national tourist destination event, it's not easy.
No, it's
That's
not.
making people come from New York, California, different places. When they think Juneteenth, they think Virginia. We're at in Virginia, Southampton County. The birthplace of Nat Turner. And so with that in mind, the city agreed that we would set upon this, or I explained to them it'll be a 5-year program. And we have to start small and build it each year, bigger and bigger and bigger. So that by the time we're finished, there's no place in America that has as big a Juneteenth celebration as right here, giving people a reason to come here. Now, people wonder, well, how are you going to support those crowds? Because we're trying to attract, over the 3 days, close to 25,000 people. And we don't have the accommodations. However, our neighboring cities do. Hampton, Norfolk, Newport News, they have all the hotels you could want. And people can fly in there. They make money from taxes. They can rent rooms there for lodging, and they can drive down here renting cars or whatever, and all of that is tax revenue to our sister cities.
Right.
That they wouldn't normally get.
Right.
If they will join and support us in creating this tourist event for the Commonwealth. So one of the things that we did, we had to scale it back some because my vision was quite big.
Okay.
And it was a little too big for this first one, but nevertheless, we've put together an awesome, I think, weekend. And it begins with the wreath laying ceremony at the Bon Secours Southampton Memorial Hospital on Saturday at 12 noon. And we will lay a wreath at the monument to the slaves of the Camp Plantation, which is right there at the hospital. In fact, there's rumor that the hospital was built on top of the slave cemetery that was there. Wow. And if you look, standing there, you can see how that could be, because the white cemetery is right down the street from there. So they would have put the black cemetery in the back, which would have been the back there. So we're going to have the wreath laying ceremony there. And then everything starts. One of the things that makes our celebration unique is we have more than one location. Norfolk, if they have a Juneteenth place, or celebration, or Newport News, one place, you come, usually one day. Well, ours is going on 3 days, and we're having 4 locations on Saturday. Why are you having all these places? Because there's no one place in Franklin big enough to hold all of the people that we're attracting. And we want to offer so many different things. Again, that's why we call it spectacular. So on Saturday, we have at Barrett's Landing, we have Motown and beach music starting out. And then we have open mic, giving people an opportunity to come up and show their talent and participate. And then we'll have a DJ from 7 to 10. That's at Barrett's Landing. Now the Armory Field, we have cornhole, because Juneteenth is not just a black holiday, it's an American holiday. And we want to emphasize that it's for all people. Cornhole is becoming very popular across the country. And we have the National Cornhole Association here, and it's going to be at the Armory Field. And all of those people who like cornhole, beginners and advanced people, they're going to be competing for prize money. And they're going to have a father-son day, and or father and child. So a father and a daughter can come, and that's going to be at the Armory Field on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Keeping in mind, there's stuff going on at Barrett's Landing. At the same time, Hayden Village, which was the school that used to be, back in the day, a segregated high school. It's been renovated, and now it's a beautiful facility. And at 1 to 2:30, we will have a Black History program. We will have historians speaking, as well as some music, and giving the history of Della Hayden, who put the school there. And that's being hosted by or presented by Mr. Jesse Evans, which is a local. And then we'll be having a designer fashion show. And we have professional models that happen to live in the area that will be producing the fashion show. Miss Naomi Dawkins and Miss Marie Antoinette Jackson. They'll be producing the fashion show. So we have going on Saturday, fashion show, Black History, open mic, Motown music, DJing. Then we go to College Drive Park, where we'll have like a cookout. Well, actually, that's more geared to the younger people. We're gonna cook hot dogs and hamburgers and give everybody that wants them absolutely no charge. We'll have a DJ there. Then we're gonna have remote control cars on exhibition, showing those. And then at 2:30, we start the basketball tournament. And the basketball tournament is going to be neat, because it's going to be people from not just locally, but from other areas that will be coming here competing for trophies. And it's for elementary school, junior high, and high ages. So that they're going to have the semifinals on Saturday. Sunday they'll come back for the finals to win the trophies and everything. But then we're also going to have a family sack race. So all of that is for the younger people designed at College Park. So that's Barrett's Landing, Armory Drive, Hayden Village, and College Park. Starting off with the wreath laying ceremony
at the hospital.
Then Sunday. Wow. What a day. Now, I can't forget to tell you, we have also each of the days the Nat Turner Story Tour.
Okay.
Now, what that is along with Juneteenth, my company, Amun Ra Inc., we are charged with spreading the word about Juneteenth. But we have also another mission, along with uplifting self-esteem with our young people and national pride. We want to change that narrative of Nat Turner. So this Nat Turner Story Tour will actually, if you get on the shuttle bus, it's the only thing in the whole festival that has a charge. It's like $15. You can make reservations, and they will take you to Nat Turner relevant spots. What's different about ours, when you get to a spot, and there's 5 spots on the tour, you will be greeted by a real blood descendant of Nat Turner.
Okay.
Who will explain, this is where my great-great-grandfather hid out, or this is where my great-great-grandfather Nat Turner was born. And we will actually take you to places, and we will be uplifting the name of Nat Turner, opposed to traditional tours and trails they have that put the emphasis on the victims.
Okay.
We don't want to emphasize the victims. We want to uplift the hero who gave his life for our emancipation. And some say it was the trigger that started the Civil War. So that's the Nat Turner Story Tour.
So where is the tour going to be picking up? Well, you have to have a reservation.
Well, you can get reservations, but it's going to be predominantly at Barrett's Landing. You'll catch the bus at Barrett's Landing.
Okay.
Right. And the times of the tour, we haven't determined the exact times, but I think it's like 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And it's a 1-hour tour.
Okay.
So you have time to leave, go on the tour, come back
and still enjoy the stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
We also will be having poetry reading. We will have African drummers and dancers. But I will get to that as I go on this this Sunday.
Okay.
We'll discuss Saturday.
Okay.
Now for Sunday, we're going to have some gospel music from 1 till 2 o'clock at Barrett's Landing.
Okay.
And then we're going to have African drummers and dancers to add a sense of traditional African music and culture to our Juneteenth. And then we'll have an old school DJ from 3 to 4:45.
Okay.
And which is 45 minutes. But then we start the live entertainment.
Okay.
We have Legacy Band, which comes out of Richmond, and they're awesome. And that's from 3:45 to 4:45. Then we have a DJ for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then we have the Michael Jackson tribute.
Okay.
And that's off the chain. That was here once before, and the people really loved it.
Okay.
So I wanted to bring it back. And then from 5:30 to 7, we have the Raw Jazz Band.
Okay.
They're out of Norfolk, and they're off the chain.
Okay.
Raw Jazz will perform from 5:30 till 7, and then we'll have at 7 o'clock to 7:30 line dances, all line dances.
Okay.
You can do your electric slide, or you can do your whatever line
right,
dances that are popular. I don't really do
I don't
them,
know either.
so I don't know them all, but line dancing. And then at 7:30, we have Luther Relives.
Luther Relives.
Oh my God. I tell everyone, I was privileged to see Luther's last performance in Hampton Roads at Chrysler Hall, up close and personal. I was center stage on the 3rd row. Luther could have spit on me, I was that close. Well, when I went to Washington, D.C. to audition this group, my mouth dropped open. I thought they had cloned Luther and his show. I was stunned. Come to find out, they do the Tom Joyner cruise. They do the Soul Train cruise. They're all over the country with this show. Outstanding. So anybody who was a Luther fan, you're in for a stone treat, because it's the closest thing you'll ever get to seeing Luther live.
Oh, wow.
And I can't say enough about the performance of Luther Relives. The gentleman's name is William Smooth Wardrobe. And this is a Father's Day special event. And again, all weekend, everything is free, except the Nat Turner Story Tour.
Right.
Now, while that's going on Sunday, let's not forget College Park has things going on Sunday.
Okay.
They have a DJ over there. they have the second edition of open mic. Remember, we had open mic on Saturday at Barrett's Landing.
Right.
Well, they will have another chance to participate in open mic at Sunday at the College Drive Park.
Okay.
And then on Monday, I'll tell you about that when we get to it.
Okay.
But also on Sunday, we will have the basketball finals.
Right.
The basketball tournament finals, and more free hot dogs and burgers and things for the people. And we're still adding some events for that park for the younger people. Okay. And then on Monday. Monday we start at 3 o'clock. We have a DJ. We have the kids bus, and also we have the ODU kind of mobile hospital bus. Okay. People can get their blood pressure checked, or just go in there like for a checkup. It's a mobile bus that travels around, and we're lucky to have it here in Franklin, and people will be out there. They're also going to be there on Sunday. Okay. The hospital bus. Okay. And then we have the open mic. Another Nat Turner story tour is going on. Right. And then we have the open mic finals. Okay. That will be for a cash prize. So the people who have competed on the other days will be the finals to come back on that Monday. Okay. And they can compete for a cash prize. Okay. And then we'll be having closing speeches from political people, city leaders, things of that nature. And we'll have a red toast. Okay. The red toast is commemorative of Juneteenth, started back in 1865. What it is either cherry or a strawberry or some sort of a red drink that we will have, that we just say a prayer and toast. To the blood of the fallen slaves that came before us. Okay. So it's all about culture, and we've got entertainment, we've got sports, we've got history with the Black History programs. Yeah. So this is more than a festival. Right. And that's why it's called the cultural celebration. Right. And this is our first year, and hopefully it's going to get bigger. Now, let me tell you what we had to cancel, because we'll have it for next year. Right. The name, as you may see, that it's a Juneteenth cultural celebration / Virginia Mardi Gras. Right. Well, the Virginia Mardi Gras portion is we will have the largest marching band parade and band competition in the Commonwealth. Okay. We'll have like 25 high school marching bands along with HBCU marching bands. But it takes coordination because it happens right at the end of school year. So it takes more planning and preparation, and that will offer a $5,000 first prize to first band, $3,000 for the second prize, and $1,000 for the third prize. Okay. So that's the Mardi Gras portion, the huge parade that we're going to have. And then we're going to have a national recording artist. Okay. Short time and revenues, because we didn't have time. I just started planning this like in October, so I didn't have a chance to get the grant money. Right. And money from sponsors that we really needed to bring in the national artists. Right. Some people have connections with people that can get them, and we're just beginning. This is our first year. Right. So we'll have it by next year. We'll have national recording artists. And our goal over the 5 years, before we hit that 5 years, we want Stevie Wonder to be here as our headline artist. Okay. Then we will have a national choir competition. Okay. Choirs from across the country will come and compete for $10,000 first prize, $5,000 second prize, and $3,000 third prize. Okay. So all three of those things are sure to bring a lot more people. Yes. Because imagine all the high school bands will have family and friends that come to support them. And root for them. That's right. Those people will come into town. Then your national recording artists will bring tons of people from Hampton Roads down here to Franklin, and your choir competition will bring supporters of their choirs and churches from all over the country, all coming to the Juneteenth cultural celebration.
Yes.
And next year we will have our Juneteenth play. We weren't able to pull it together for this year, but we will have a play. So we have theatrics covered, we'll have fashion covered, we'll have music covered, and we'll have sports covered. The whole Black experience.
The whole package.
For 3 days. And we're looking forward to the beginning of creating a national tourist destination event.
Wow. I can't wait.
I'm excited about it because I'm a history buff, and it gives me great pride to be able to bring up the name Nat Turner or Dred Scott. They've tried to sweep those names under the rug like they didn't exist. And they were people who were pioneers for the freedom that we enjoy today. And so I'm excited about that, as well as letting people come here.
Right.
And if we can raise funds for the city, then that's less money on your light bill and all our people in the communities like this. So that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. You guys heard it right here from the chairman himself.
Yeah, I'm the chairman of the Juneteenth Planning Committee.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you heard it right from him. First time that the whole schedule has even been out was right here on We Team Williams, y'all. So y'all need to subscribe, like, comment, and share, y'all. Because right here, We Team Williams gets it first. So with that being said, we're gonna see you guys at the Juneteenth.
That's right. Make sure that all the churches, you're invited, ministers and pastors, to come out to the wreath laying ceremony.
Yes.
And pay tribute to our ancestors.
And that's Saturday starting at 12
at the
Bon Secours Hospital.
No charge for nothing. Just come show love and prayers.
So y'all heard it, Franklin, Southampton, Suffolk, Isle of Wight, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Virginia Beach, Hampton, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Everybody is welcome to come out on the 17th, 18th, and 19th to celebrate our first year of this extravaganza.
The spectacular Juneteenth
cultural celebration.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So as always, guys, give thanks, be blessed. Mwah. I love you to life, and see you on my next video. Bye.